Okay, so what to do if you find baby in your tank? So many species of fish are live-bearing fish, and live-bearing fish drop out live-bearing babies, which are fully formed. Now, in an aquarium like this one, where there's lots of fish running around, the babies are food, and the fish love to eat the babies. Now, if you've got floating plant, such as this Vallis scenario, it is possible that some of the babies are going to survive, like that little baby. Can you see that little baby? Now, I've been breeding fish for most of my life, and it is surprisingly fulfilling and exciting when you get a baby. Now, this little fella here is doing very well, and all of his brothers and sisters have unfortunately probably been eaten by his parents or his parents' friends. Now, that is not a tradition that I think is advisable, because imagine if your parents and your parents' friends ate the rest of your brothers and sisters. Anyway, glad I'm not a fish. So anyway, so the point of this video, that's getting well and truly distracted, is that when you have a baby, what you want to do is feed the other fish, and you want to make sure they're well fed, because you don't want the fish unnecessarily eating your baby, especially if they're hungry. Now, what you do have to do though for the baby is make sure you feed very good quality food. High nutrient food such as New Life Spectrum is half of fish keeping. Now, what you do have to do though is locate your baby, which I've now lost. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, there he is, the little fella. Now what you do is get your fingers and you grind the pellets together. Now, Spectrum is particularly good for this, New Life Spectrum. And I crunch the New Life Spectrum. It comes out like a powder. See that? Beautiful. Now, see the baby? The baby can eat those little bits. Now, if you don't grind up the pellets, then it's very hard for the baby to put on weight, because he needs food. And the other thing is the baby needs feeding very regularly. It's really better to feed the baby when you wake up in the morning, and even feed it before you go to work, and even feed it when you get home from work, because the baby is going to process food very quickly and is going to need very regular feeds. So, here's my little buddy there, who I am particularly happy with. And all the rest of the fish are cruising around doing their thing. And hopefully my mate's gonna grow up into one of these platties or guppies or whatever the hell he is, because when they're young they're very hard to tell the difference. But once again, this is surprisingly exciting, even if you've been doing it for a long time. So anyway, the moral of the story is get good quality food and make sure it crunches up very well, and do that regularly. New Life Spectrum Probiotics is what I recommend.